Hello, everyone. Luis Concepcion here from Strategic Profit Line Trading, coming to you with the plan of the week for week number 9. As always, here's our disclosures. This content is for educational purposes only. It's not tailored to any one individual. Past performance does not guarantee future success, and all investments involve risk. Here's our agenda for the week. I'll go ahead and cover the news, provide a market overview. We had a nice sell off in the month of February, just bringing us into some key levels. Earnings season has wound down. We only have 286 companies reporting, mainly smaller companies, and we'll get through that. Here's our results for week 8. It was pretty much a slow week from the zones provided. However, our group traded options a lot more and a lot of opportunities. So for those of you who want to check us out, come do so. Go to the website and schedule a call with me. In progress right now, you got Link, Zoom, FSLR, First Solar, CART, and CRM. They all closed either in the zone or are in progress. So pay attention to those trades this week. And here's the earnings outlook for week 9. A couple of companies that are interested and key, but we'll see uh, a lot of consumer uh, companies that are reporting this week. So that should be a little bit interesting. Then I went ahead and I updated us, and we are 15-1 on the year. Moving into our news, as you can see on Monday morning, we have a manufacturing PMI report. So 30 minutes after the open, we could see some volatility. So be mindful of that. Moving on to Tuesday, as you can see, there's nothing affecting the U.S. markets. However, for those of you trading future and forex, be mindful that at 6:15 pre-market, the Japanese yen will have some volatility come in, and then after the market, you got the Australian dollar. Moving on to Wednesday, you can see pre-market we got non-farm employment change, so that might cause some transition into some volatility into the market open. And we got another PMI report 30 minutes after the open, so we might have some volatility on Wednesday. Moving into Thursday, for those of you who are not experienced, stay away from the euro. You can see they have an event all day, and that means that the US dollar should be affected in the event the euro moves a lot, which in turn will make the market move depending on what the US dollar does. So be mindful of your currencies on Thursday. There could be some extra volatility throughout the day. Then we got unemployment claims for the US markets pre-market as well. Moving on to Friday, we got the Canadian dollar unemployment rate. So that's going to be pre-market. And then we got non-farm payroll, which is the first Friday of every month. And then for whatever reason, interesting, right before the end of the weekend, Powell speaking. So that's a big some extra volatility or it can be interesting in the market to end the week on Friday. And that's going to do it for our news this week. Moving right into our chart, starting with the SPX or the SPY. If you want to trade the SPY, you can see that we had a nice sell off. It happened pretty much through the whole month of February. And then we hit our demand zone and we're bouncing right off of that. So this level is still intact as we just touched it and took off. So that level on the demand side is going to still be 58.58 to 58.02. But however, for those who want to be more conservative, you still have this level here at 57.71 to 56.92. Now on the supply side, we left some supply side with that sell off in pretty much this last week, and it's recovered a little bit of it. That supply zone is going to be 6113.36 to 6147.43. Now, moving on to the NASDAQ. As you can see, the NASDAQ is weaker than the S&P 500. So tech was pretty much what sold off. You can see that we broke this level here, and we came even lower. So this level is gone on the NASDAQ. The next level we have on the demand side is going to be 20,045.34 to 19,880.21. Just call this the 20,000 level. Um, and see if we get there and see if tech keeps falling for us. On the supply side, 22071.21 to 22222.61. And that's going to do it for the NASDAQ. As you can see, tech is a little bit weaker than the S&P 500. Moving on to the Dow Jones, as you can see, the Dow Jones came into our level as well. Going to remove this level as it pretty much penetrated through the whole thing. And now the Dow Jones is sitting in the middle of both our levels that's holding everything. That level on the Dow Jones on the demand side is going to be 425.37 to 421.62. And on the supply side, 447.27 to 450.94. Now, moving on to the rut, there's nothing to say about the rut. Pretty much still in the same general area that it's been. It's dropped down a little bit, so it's a little bit more weaker than the other indices. However, our levels are not in nowhere near in play. However, that's going to be 2018.33 to 1956.32 on the demand side, and 2333.73 to 2370.13. Now, getting into earnings, the first company I have for you is ticker symbol SPHR. On the demand side, 35.36 to 33.88. I have no supply for you in this company. Next company is going to be GTLB, ticker symbol. On the you can see this is the level that's been holding it. We have a supply level at 73.26 to 78.62. Be mindful this level has already worked twice. So in the event of an overshoot, you have another level at 84.27 to 98.47. On the demand side, we got 37.42 to 32.62. Next company I have for you is ticker symbol OKTA. On the supply side, 107.06 to 110.32. On the demand side, 75.45 to 72.90. Next is ticker symbol ADMA. On the demand side, 12.31 to 11.20. And on the supply side, 21.16 to 22.19. Next, good old Target, Target on the demand side, 114.21 to 102.93. And on the supply side, 115.86 to 158.52. In the event of an overshoot here, just realize there's another level at 164.20 to 169.31. Next company I have for you is C, ticker symbol SE. On the demand side, 83.27 to 75.29. And on the supply side, 201.50 to 230.58. Next company I have for you, AutoZone, making all new time highs, very, very strong. No supply in AutoZone, and the first demand level I have for you is extremely a lot lower, and that's going to be 3028.90 to 2978.76. Be mindful of this company as its options premiums are very wide. For Crowd, you can see it made an all new time high here at 455.59. I have no supply for you in CrowdStrike. On the demand side, the first level I have for you is 300.11 to 271.74. Next, I have Ross Stores for you. No supply in Ross. First demand zone I have for you is 116.14 to 108.45. Next is Abercrombie and Fish. Coming right up to a demand level, it's very close to this, so be mindful. That demand zone is going to be 93.78 to 86.60. And on another, in the event of an overshoot of this level, we got a level at 64, let's call it 64 even, to 57.15. On the supply side, 174.19 to 196.39. Next company I have for you is Foot Locker. Foot Locker has pretty much been playing our levels and playing ping pong and going back and forth, back and forth. You can see, look, goes up, comes down, and it's been doing that the whole time. These are the levels that are intact. We got the 1658 to 1145 on the demand side, and on the supply side, 33.86 to 35.60. Next company is Marvell. As you can see, it's approaching a demand zone. That demand level being 85.32 to 77.73. In the event of an overshoot, 73.93 to 69.85. On the supply side, 123.40 to 127.80. Next company I have for you is ticker symbol ZS. I think this is Zeller. Yeah. The demand zone is 174.97 to 165.46. There is another level right below it at 163.11 to 153.24 in the event of an overshoot. And on the supply side, 235.79 to 251.36. Next company I have for you, ticker symbol VEEV, company Viva. No supply. First demand level I have for you is 201.62 to 196.05. Next is Visco. So on the demand side, 19.85 to 17.43. On the supply side, 40.48 to 42.90. Next company, Cracker Barrel. As you can see, this level worked for us right here and just straight down. So that level's still intact. That's going to be 64.10 to 66.98 on the supply side. On the demand side, 34.61 to 25.50. Next company is BJ's. No, I just made an all new time high not so long ago. No supply in BJ's. First demand level I have for you is sitting at 82.46 to 80.08. Next company is Broadcom. So Broadcom's been very strong this last year, made an all new time high at 251.88. It left us a supply zone at 224.09 to 232.43. And that demand level I have for you is sitting at 181.40 to 167.58. Moving on to Costco. Costco has been on a tear to the upside all year. All-time highs was 1078.23. No supply in Costco. First demand level I have for you is 980.69 to 968.06, with another level sitting here at 965.44 to 954.99. Next, HPE, Hewlett Packard, approaching a demand zone here at 1896 to 18.51, and on the supply side, 2410 to 2470. And the last company I have for you this week is Serve Robotics, sitting in a demand zone right here, that level being 9.67 to 7.40, and on the supply side, 19.88 to 23.17. Do me a favor, for those of you who haven't done so already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. For those of you not following me on social media, feel free to do so. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything you'd like me to cover, feel free to email me. And if you want to book a call, go to the website and schedule a one-on-one consultation. And till next time, happy trading.